Hi, we're here with Melissa again and the Brentwood Vitality Spa. And, you know, Melissa's really, you know, interested in the whole person and weight loss. Of course, we were talking earlier that weight loss is a reflection of some issues that are going on in your life. So you need to get to the root, right? You need to do some counseling. Even some hand analysis can help you realize, you know, what your life purpose is and how you're working against yourself and, you know, all these other things that can contribute to weight loss. But one thing a lot of people don't realize, Melissa, is that you can be eating things or taking certain medications that are actually working against you, no matter how good you are. You might be coming to the gym every day, right?
Right.
You might be doing a lot of different things, but you still can't lose the weight. How is, you know, toxicity an issue with weight loss? I would think it would be really big. I would think
anything that you put in your body has to be processed through the liver. And when we're taking medications and eating and consuming toxins, drinking alcohol, using any kind of over-the-counter or recreational drugs, anything like that, it bogs down the liver. And so when you go through a detox process, it helps to clear out and aids the liver in it sweats out the toxins through the skin, or it pulls it out through the feet, depending on which service you try.
Or all of them. You probably want to try them all. It's sweet.
Well, any of them are very effective, and all three of them together will give amazing results. So the whole key to it and what these services do is make your body run efficiently. It balances everything. It doesn't matter if you have high blood pressure or low blood pressure. It's going to balance it so that your body works efficiently. It helps, the body knows how to fix itself when properly stimulated. So when your pH becomes balanced and when your body becomes more of an alkaline environment, and when you stop overloading the liver, and what happens is then your body will stop craving and stop requiring the things that the toxins that you've been ingesting. And that's part of why you address the emotional component. So when you address the emotional component, the sugar cravings can go away. The sugar cravings they are natural. You're supposed to have sugar cravings, but we're not supposed to have cake and cookies and ice cream. So if you start to find the natural like fruit to satisfy those cravings, and that's what will make your body feel better. And when you start to detoxify, your body will notice the difference when you eat sugar versus when you eat a piece of fruit.
And it'll give you a real big jolt instead of...
And you won't plummet right afterwards.
Yeah.
So when you start to really cleanse your body, you'll start to notice that the sugar doesn't make you feel very good. And you'll notice like an hour later how awful you feel.
And the taste changes too, I've noticed, Melissa.
It does.
The soda will taste like 1,000 times more sugary than it normally does.
And it doesn't taste very good. So that's when you address the body as a whole, it helps with the weight loss because you don't want that food anymore. You know that you're going to have a reaction. It tastes too sweet because we're not supposed to be eating it. And then as you stop eating them, the liver isn't overloaded, so it's running more efficiently how it's meant to, and then it will help to increase the metabolism. It will help to increase all the functioning and proper functioning of the body. So.
And this is, you don't want to really start this when your kid's already a teenager and suffering from it. Some of these things that you're doing right now, kids can also do, because I noticed those habits get carried over into adulthood. And if you don't, I mean, my daughter is a total sugarholic.
Right.
How would a detoxification? I know sauna, you need to be probably 13 or 14 before you go in the sauna.
After 10.
After 10, you can go in the sauna, and then they can do the foot detox.
Yes, you can do the foot detox. There's a setting on it, so it's not as powerful. And it's really interesting because when you do a child a foot detox treatment, the toxins that come out are different and not as drastic as when you do an adult. So it does show that the buildup over time. And if they start as children, then they won't get to that level of where they're
because they're already starting to have hardening of the arteries at 15 and 16 years old, and things that they're, from the American diet and from all the
we
toxins.
Didn't ingest. I mean, most of the foods that we give our kids today weren't even available when we were kids. So, and they certainly weren't available to people that are over 50.
No.
You know, those things didn't even exist, and now that's what we've created.
There was no
as
such
that's
thing.
our staples.
I know
now.
there's no such thing as organic back then, because
Right.
everything was organic.
Right.
They didn't put stuff in there. And did you see they made a big deal on Coca-Cola? We put the sugar back in because they've been using that corn syrup
Right.
in those drinks for so long, and,
Right.
and now there's a big deal that they put real sugar back in.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, and that's the thing, is that we're just so unaware of what's in our food and what's in our drinks, and there are things in nature that can naturally correct, and what medicine and pharmaceuticals have done is mimic what is in nature.
Right.
And so when you start to go back to nature and use what is naturally meant for the body to process and to the body to use, it's much more efficient.
So, Melissa, how can someone get started with you? Now, look, we know that you know, you got to be here in Brentwood or in the East Bay to get the massage and to get the infrared and all
Right.
that. But you can, if you're somewhere else, you can start the process by doing.
Well, if you can also, if you're not living locally and you can't come and use our services, there's a lot of research and information on our website that
Absolutely.
you can find a local vendor to use it. And see who else has
Ask
an
them
infrared
questions,
sauna,
basically.
or who
Yeah,
does body
exactly.
wraps,
Yeah.
who gives massage. But then you'll understand what the benefits are and see what would be best for you. But I'm going to be starting a teleconference, and you can call in, and it's a weight loss program.
Oh,
but it's
wow.
addressing the emotional component of it. It's addressing the physical component of it, and it's addressing the body as a whole. In fact, you can learn a lot about what's going on in someone's body and what's emotionally going on by looking at where they carry their weight. Because each place where you carry weight means something different.
No, there's no genetic component to that, though? Just the way
Well-
they're built? I mean, if you look at is there a genetic component also that you have to look at?
So in every person, we have a belief system that we've been given. It's held in our DNA. So we hold the similar DNA genetically as our relatives, but that doesn't mean that it of course, most people, that if their parents struggled with a certain issue, they pass it down. Well, it shows up physically, but you can address it from an emotional standpoint.
Cool.
And
I think I'm
change
going to
on the
volunteer to
physical.
be your guinea pig on these things. So how can a person sign up for your sessions, to your online
You can go
sessions?
to our website, and that is www.brentwoodmassage-and-vitalityspa.com, and the number is 925-322-5182, and you can call and get more information and find out when our next class will be starting. And I hope that I hear from you soon.
I think that's a great idea. Thanks a lot, Melissa. Take care.
Thank you.